Hey girl, it's Emily Hackett here. Now, over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why most women can't stick to their diets long enough to feel happy or comfortable in their own skin. And by the time you finish this video, you're going to know exactly how to build your dream body by using our free phase method that has helped over 1,000 women transform their physique in 90 days with zero restriction and, most importantly, be able to maintain it all year round. But before we dive into it, I want to just cover the three things that we're going to be talking about on this webinar. First one is the biggest mistakes when it comes to losing fat. So we're going to be talking about how to break the cycle of guilt, how to overcome shame, and that constant process of restarting so you can actually keep the weight off. Then we're going to dive into the free phase method to sculpt a physique of true confidence. And girls, this is proven to work for everyone, okay? Regardless of your situation, whether you're a busy mom, whether you have a slow metabolism, hormonal issues, it does not matter. And then last but not least, an immediate step-by-step action plan so you can achieve your goals without restricting the foods you love or living like a bodybuilder. Now, I want to just show you some of the incredible results that this system produces. I want you to meet our client, Lainey. Now, she has finally, after years, built her dream physique. And she was like most women, right? She was a busy mom, she was a teacher, but she had spent her lifetime yo-yo dieting, which meant that she was severely under-eating and overtraining. And she convinced herself that her dreams of having the body that she always wanted were gone. And then we have Sophia. Now, Sophia has now lost over 20 pounds. But when she first started with us, she struggled with low self-esteem. She didn't know where to start, and she was worried that social occasions would ruin her progress. Next, we have Rita. Now, Rita is down 33 pounds and is physically and mentally strong AF. And in the beginning, she had low confidence. She was like most women, always putting everyone else first and herself last. She had a toxic relationship with food and was scared to lift weights in case it made her bulky, right? Then we have Joe. Now, Joe has lost an incredible 28 pounds. But prior to joining us, she was always eating extremely low calories. She was over exercising with zero results to show for it. She was in a very high stress job, which was holding her back from losing fat, and she thought her metabolism was broken. And then last but not least, meet Pip. Now, Pip went from 181 pounds down to 154 pounds, and she was a busy mum of two. She was also a nurse doing night shifts. She struggled with emotional eating, and all she wanted was a sustainable change. Now, we have so many more amazing client success stories. And the reason why we get such incredible results is because the system and the method that these girls follow has been completely tailored to them and their individual needs. And what we say to all our clients is that if they do not see measurable results in 60 days, that they are protected by our strong AF no BS guarantee. Okay, this is our golden policy. So what this means is that if you come into our program and you're unhappy with the results after 60 days, you don't see any measurable results, we will refund you the full amount. And I'm also personally going to drive to your house and wash all your sweaty gym bits, okay? Which is something that I don't really want to do. As much as I love you, I can imagine that your gym fits are pretty sweaty, right? But this is how confident that we are with our systems and our coaching. So whilst we're in the middle of talking about women who struggled in the beginning, let me quickly introduce myself for those who may not know me or my journey. So when I first started in the fitness industry, I struggled for years. And I literally went through every diet, every pill, every powder that was on the market. And it wasn't until 2016 that I actually started to take my fitness journey seriously. But what I didn't know was that I was doing everything wrong. I was under eating, overtraining, and my focus was purely on how skinny I could get. Now, I did this for a very, very long time. And I also spent 5 years as a pro bodybuilder. But during this time, I was pushing my body to the extremes. And as you can see from the photo, I was completely ripped, but I was also miserable. Now, 2023 was a pivotal moment for me because this is when I decided that I needed to put my health first. And this is when I created my unique method that allowed for me to have a physique that I could maintain all year round without doing crazy diets or running my health into the ground. And I'm now proud to say that in 7 years, I have helped over 1,000 women do exactly the same. And my mission now is to empower women worldwide with the tools that they need to build a sexy, strong, feminine physique without restricting the foods they love or living like a bodybuilder. Do any of the following sound familiar? Hiding away from photos and mirrors because you don't like what you see. Maybe you feel like you have to sacrifice your social life to stick to a diet. You don't have the motivation or even know where to start. You're feeling alone on every fat loss attempt, holding yourself accountable with zero support. You're feeling overwhelmed by the amount of false and conflicting information out there. You're struggling to balance a diet and exercise with busy life, work, and family commitments. Now, if you said yes to one or all of the points, I can safely tell you that you are in the right place, because the good news is that your past failures are not actually your fault, right? And just because everything has failed for you in the past, it does not mean that you can't get the body that you deserve. Because you see, here is the number one reason why 84% of women cannot see long-term results. Because the problem is that you've only ever been given the answer to the problem, meaning that the underlying cause is still there and it keeps coming back. It's kind of like going to a doctor who only prescribes painkillers without diagnosing and treating the actual disease. So, in this case, if you just take the painkillers, it's only a temporary solution because you're only masking the pain rather than fixing a thing that's causing the pain in the first place. And what makes this worse is that you know deep down what you're doing is BS. But because you don't know a better solution, you keep repeating the same process and pray that it will work next time. They either try another fad diet that promises rapid results but only leads to temporary weight loss and eventually weight regain, push themselves through intense cardio sessions until they feel burnt out, feel guilty, binge eat a pizza to cope with the shame, or actually achieve their dream body with some quick fix solution that requires them to sacrifice their social life and their favorite foods and most probably their sanity. And it's this last one, girls, that kept me stuck for a very long time until I realized that there was no point in having your dream body if you can never show it off or enjoy yourself because you're terrified of losing it again. So trust me on this when I tell you that you don't need strong willpower, mental resilience, or good discipline. You definitely don't need to count your sins or points. Honestly, I do not know who makes up this BS. It is terrible. You do not need to track every single calorie for the rest of your goddamn life. You do not need good genetics or a fast metabolism. And you definitely don't need to give up all the foods you love to see real life changing results. And this is exactly why I created the 3-phase anti-bodybuilder fat loss system. Now, this system will show you exactly how to lose fat and keep it off forever without extreme restrictions, endless cardio, or destroying your health throughout the process. There are 3 phases that we take all our women through to make sure that they achieve a life-changing result. And that is the foundational phase, transform phase, and sustain phase. Now, what you've done is probably 2/3 of this. And this is why you're struggling to see results. And that's because you need 3 phases to have a successful transformation. And we call these phases feel different, look different, and become different. And it's this last one that everyone misses. So make sure that you watch this to the end to know what you need to do to be successful this time round. So let's dive into the foundational phase. Now, the first and most important step to building a strong foundation is this part. And the reason why so many women don't see the results they want is because they never address the underlying habits and beliefs that is keeping them stuck. So to become the woman that you want to be, you need to consider the habits and behaviors of your future self. You know, what will your future self have that you don't currently practice? Now, what we do is we begin to perform an in-depth analysis of your current situation to identify the habits and the behaviors that need to change first. And the difference is that we will meet you with where you're at right now with your nutrition, and we'll work up from there so you don't feel overwhelmed. Then what we're going to do is create for you your 12-week nutrition strategy, optimizing not just for fat loss, but for your overall health. We won't just focus on cutting calories, as that's where a lot of women go wrong. Instead, we're going to aim to build a healthy relationship with food by developing a personalized plan that includes the foods that you enjoy. And also, you'll have access to over 700 quick and easy recipes that you and your family can enjoy. Last but not least, we'll provide a detailed breakdown of your nutritional targets, such as protein, fats, carbs, and fiber. And what we're going to do is we're going to adjust these according to your changes in your monthly cycle, whether or not you have a social occasions or not, and also life's unpredictable moments. This will ensure that you can continue to make progress every single week and avoid those dreaded plateaus. Now, when it comes to your training, we're going to make sure that this is completely tailored and aligned with your physique and performance goals. So whether you prefer to train at home or in a gym, we'll consider how much time you have, how many days a week you can train, and also what types of exercise you enjoy. Now, you're not going to receive a generic plan that both Karen and Tracy also have, because everything is customized to you. And this is also going to take into consideration any injuries, imbalances, or preferences that you have, so you can actually stick to it without getting bored. Now, once we've completed the foundational phase, we're going to move on to the transform phase. Now, this is when you're actually going to start to see the results from the foundational work that we've done. Because here we're going to start focusing on transforming you, evolving you, and helping you grow into the confident woman that you want to be. So with the positive momentum that we've built, we can concentrate now on reaching your full potential and demonstrating what you're truly capable of. And we're going to do this by using the Feminine Physique framework that has already transformed the lives of over 1,000 women. Because once you do this, you'll realize that you've achieved the best results of your life without any restrictions or extreme measures. Now, next we're going to move on to the sustain phase, which is becoming different. So you've reached your big goal and you've made all the necessary changes to your habits, your behaviors, and your lifestyle to be able to sustain your results long term. However, to make your results truly life-proof, there are a few things that we need to do at this stage. The first and most important one is, if you are in a fat loss phase, we need to do a reverse diet. And this will come down to finding your new maintenance calories to maintain your weight loss and avoid any metabolic damage. Second of all, we need to adjust for your new goals. So whether your goals are now for muscle gain, or maybe they're performance-based, or simply maintaining your current state, we will adjust your approach accordingly so we can make sure that we keep making progress. Then we need to into mindful eating so we can move away from food tracking and focus on listening to your body's natural hunger and fullness cues to ensure that you don't regain the weight back. And then last but not least, we need to learn how to eliminate food guilt and become so self-sufficient that you never have to start another program again. Now, during this process, you're also going to receive high level accountability and support. So how we do this is we do bi-weekly check-ins, which is a detailed analysis and assessment of your progress, not just physical, but emotional as well. And we will deliver this by video feedback inside your one-to-one coaching app. You will also receive daily accountability. So everything that we do is inside our app. So if you ever have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to us and communicate directly with your coach Monday through to Friday. We're also going to reach out to you 3 times a week as well to see if there's anything you need or how we can help you further. Last but not least, you have our Facebook support group. So this is open 24/7, and this is where you can connect with like-minded women going through the same process as you and take part in our monthly accountability challenges to win prizes. Now, this 3-phase method combined with high-level accountability is exactly how we are achieving life-changing transformations from women from all around the world who have completely different backgrounds, all different ages, all different shapes and sizes. And at this point, you have 2 options. Option 1 is what I call the slow way. You can take the information that I've given you today and go ahead and try to implement it on your own. Or option 2 is the fast way. one-to-one professional support and guidance from someone who has a clear step-by-step process, who has done this for themselves and has also helped over 1,000 women worldwide do the same. So if you don't want to waste your time, then choose the fast way. And if you do want to choose option 2, here is what to do next. Send me the word interested via the DMs. And then what we're going to do is we'll schedule a time to have a quick chat where we can sit down and talk about you, your goals, and what you're looking to achieve to see if or how we can help you move forward. But here's the thing, my team and I can only do this for so many women at a time, and we do get dozens of applications a month. So we won't be able to work with everybody. However, if it's not a good fit for whatever reason, do not worry. You're still going to get an insane amount of value on this call, and we will give you a framework to fast track your fitness journey. So all you have to do is go ahead and send me the word interested in the DMs, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.